Shu or Shu Han, 221 to 263, was one of the three major states that competed for supremacy over China in the Three Kingdoms period, 220 to 280. The state was based in the area around present-day Sichuan and Chongqing, which was historically known as Shu after an earlier state in Sichuan named Shu. Shu Han's founder Liu had named his state Han as he considered it the legitimate successor to the Han dynasty, while Shu is added to the name as a geographical prefix to differentiate it from the many Han states throughout Chinese history. Towards the end of the Eastern Han dynasty, Liu, a warlord and distant relative of the Han imperial clan, rallied the support of many capable followers. Following the counsel of his advisor, Zhu Zhiliang, and Zhu Zhizlong's Hong plan, Liu conquered parts of Jing province, covering present-day Hubei and Hunan, in 208 and 209. Liu took over Yi province, covering present-day Sichuan and Chongqing, from the warlord Liu Jiang between 212 and 215 and wrestled control of Han's Hong from his rival Cao Cao in 219. From the territories he gained, Liu established a position for himself in China during the final years of the Han dynasty. However, in 219, the alliance between Liu and his ally, Sun Quan, was broken when Sun sent his general Lu Meng to invade Jing province. Liu lost his territories in Jing province to Sun Quan. Guan Yu, the general guarding Liu's assets in Jing province, was captured and executed by Sun Quan's forces. Cao Cao died in 220 and was succeeded by his son, Cao Bai, who forced the last Han ruler, Emperor Xian, to abdicate the throne in his favor. Cao Bai then established the state of Cao Wei and declared himself emperor. Liu contested Cao Bai's claim to the throne and proclaimed himself emperor of Shu Han in 221. Although Liu is widely seen as the founder of Shu, he never claimed to be the founder of a new dynasty. Rather, he viewed Shu as a continuation of the fallen Han dynasty. Liu ruled as emperor for less than 3 years. In 222, he launched a campaign against Sun Quan to retake Jing province and avenge Guan Yu, culminating in the Battle of Xiaoting. However, due to grave tactical mistakes, Liu suffered a crushing defeat at the hands of Sun Quan's general Lu Xun and lost the bulk of his army. He survived the battle and retreated to Beidiqing, where he died from illness a year later. Liu's son Liu Shan succeeded his father, making him the youngest of 3 rulers at only 16. Before his death, Liu also appointed the Chancellor Zhu Zhiliang and the General Li Yan as regents to assist Liu Shan in managing the state affairs. Zhu Zhiliang was the de facto head of the Shu government throughout Liu Shan's reign and was responsible for masterminding most of Shu's policies during his regency. When Liu Shan succeeded his father, Shu was the weakest of the 3 major powers. Following his father's defeat in 221, the portion of Jing province previously held by Shu was now firmly under the control of Wu. Shu only included the western lands of Yi province, while Wei controlled all of the northern lands, and Wu controlled all the lands from the east of Yi province to the southern and eastern coastlines. This greatly limited Shu in terms of resources and manpower. As such, Zhu Zhiliang parleyed for peace with Wu, and reaffirmed the alliance between Sun Quan and Shu, with the former even recognizing Sun Quan's legitimacy when the latter broke with Wei and declared himself emperor of Wu in 229. Zhu Zhiliang advocated an aggressive foreign policy towards Wei, because he strongly believed it was critical to the survival of Shu and its sovereignty. Between the years of 228 and 234, he launched a series of 5 military campaigns against Wei, with the aim of conquering Chang'an, a strategic city located on the road to the Wei capital, Luoyang. Most of the battles were fought around present-day Gansu and Shaanxi provinces. However, aside from gaining Jiangwei as an officer in 228, Shu failed to achieve any significant victories or lasting gains in the 5 expeditions. During his final campaign, fought against the Wei general Sima Yi. An already taxed and ill Zhuge Liang died under the strain of the long stalemate with the Wei forces at the Battle of Wuzhang Plains. The Shu government was then headed by Jiang Wan, Fi and others after Zhuge Liang's death, and Shu temporarily ceased its aggression towards Wei. The Wei regent Cao Shuang launched an invasion of Han's Hong in 244. Despite being outnumbered 2-1, the Shu forces successfully defeated them at the Battle of Xingxi, with the humiliated Wei forces fleeing. Between 247 and 262, the Shu general Jiang Wei resumed Zhuge Liang's legacy by leading a series of military campaigns against Wei, but also failed to make any significant territorial gains. In 263, armies led by the Wei generals Deng Ai and Zhong Hu attacked Shu and conquered its capital Chengdu without much struggle, the state having been exhausted by Jiang Wei's ill-fated campaigns. In the same year, Liu Shan surrendered to Deng Ai outside Chengdu, marking the end of Shu. In spite of this, Jiang Wei attempted to incite conflict between Deng Ai and Zhong Hu in the hope of taking advantage of the situation to revive Shu. Zhong Hu captured Deng Ai and openly rebelled against the Wei regent, Sima Zhao, but the revolt was suppressed by Wei forces. Jiang Wei, Zhong Hu and Deng Ai were killed in the struggle. Liu Shan was brought to Luoyang, where he met with Sima Zhao and was awarded the title of Duke of Anle. He lived a comfortable and peaceful life in Luoyang until the end of his days. It was claimed that many refugees fled west to Sasanian Persia when Shu fell in 263.